Hello, this is Chandra again. This is a quick review for the project 2. So here as on my left, this is the file loader, which is to help me to get the file connecting the Minix. Also, there's a Minix right here as well. So there's a documentation right here help me to walk through what I'm gonna talk about. So first, we're gonna do the system. Go to this data path, the system library, and which is right here. And I created new two different files. One is for get classification.c, another one is set classification.c. So they are pretty similar to one to another. They are just let's make this a little smaller. They're just loading the fire describer and found is a fire number and an IN number. So this is basically what it does. And here was return a system call, which is the system call as 108, which I'm gonna talk about in later of this video. Um, and okay, and this is set.c. The only difference is here is that when you use the message, it passes through the parameters and or you can call it arguments. What the get level get classification does not have is this one is the to set the new level. So this is what additional information right here, and what's the difference for this is because there's a different syscall number for set classification. Okay, after added to those files, well, of course we have to tell the system, okay, those files I just added, then I have to configure it, which is going to go here and the send data path in the make file to define it to tell the system, hey, we just added, we need to making sure you get that too. Okay, it's right here. And as well as it's here, we'll go here. We need to, oops. In this file, we also tell the prototypes for their function for those two different files. Just I should have add down below, which is right here. And you can see here, this is what I did for project 1. So it's right here. All right. And next, we're gonna go to MFS functions routings. So we need to go to this particular files because it's a system library. Before doing that, so we have to define it. So we're gonna define add a prototype for this function, and as well as always gonna add the system call number to that function as well. So first we're gonna add a prototype. So we're gonna go the proto.h file, which is right here, and to locate what we found, what we create for that. Which is right here in misc.c, that's where we define this. Okay, and as well as we're gonna add the table.c. Alright, which is right here. That's tell system, hey, this is the number we're gonna use to call it. Okay, and we found the misc.c. That's where we define this f as function.c get and set function. Okay, hold on. Okay, here we go. So here's what get and set this function to help um, to get the no number. Okay, and next, so this is what it does essentially is read a no number to find the I know, and by using this data to get and set a classification level and then put it back the I know afterwards. All right, and then next is VFS function routings. So we're gonna go to almost pretty much uh, almost the same places, but we're gonna do almost the same thing. So we're gonna go to the portal.c to define the portal type for the file we created. Oh, sorry, not file. The function we created. So should be down here, which is here. That's so. There's two things we did right here. So first thing is what we did for the let me find this. Should be under project.c. There we go. So this is actually um, system call that we created to help our first system library set and get function to get the classification level and set a classification level right here. And also in the request.c, that's we're also defining a two function right here. That this is a request function that help this do a get set function to do what it's supposed to do. All right. So by adding those get and do get and the do get set function, which return the last point of the call, routing adding the actual MS. And the last is just main page. That's to tell the system what we do with it. Sorry, it's one. So in this function right here, so we created the get class level, as well as we created the set class level right here. That is the many files right here we created. Also, we have to um, define it in here in order to make system to understand we actually add those things. So after we made those changes, so we're gonna make a build, then the system know the changes we have made. And but this one it's actually is the early version, so that I can patch the file to this version over the Minix. Then after I make a build, then to take all the changes, the Minix should be able to run all the tests, which I'm going to do right here to show that actually it passed all the test cases. Okay, we're in. So just make it bigger. Then, which I already made. I already put the class.c test.c file here. So all I gotta do is just compile it to see. Oh, sorry, I gotta put. Sorry, that should be not capitalized. Then get to warning, which is okay. So I'm gonna run this. There you go. So here, as you can see, there are 16 test cases in total, and my mini6 and after patch be able to pass all of them right here. Okay, thanks for watching. This is my project 2.